Good morning everyone. This video is for the students of class 7 subject English. In this video we shall learn how to write biographies. It is a writing skill from a PC Ren's grammar book and this is my lecture number 1. So basically what is a biography? A biography is simply an account of someone's life written by another person. Okay, it is the story of someone's life written by someone else. A biography can be short in the case of few sentences biography, and it can also be a long enough to fill an entire book. The short biographies explain a person's basic life facts and their importance, but the long biographies would go an extra mile and include more details to make an interesting read. You may find yourself in a situation which requires you to write a biography of a famous person, a close friend, or a relative. For this reason, it pays to know how to come up with a biography and the important details that you should include in it. Okay, so basically, what is a biography? A biography is a written story about someone's life written by someone else. Okay, basically why it is important. Now or anywhere, anytime during your lifetime, okay, you can face a problem that you have to write a biography on someone else. Okay, let it be a famous person or a close friend or a relative. For this purpose, you should know how to write a biography and what are the important details that you have to include while writing your biography. The lives of many people have interesting bits of information, but you ought to know what to capture in the biography and what to leave out. Okay, this is the most important thing, that you have to choose that in your biography what you have to mention and what you have to not mention. Now basically, what is the purpose of a biography? The purpose of a biography is to share the life of another person with an audience, okay, with the readers. An author may choose to write a biography because they find the subject story, her subject refers to the person on whom biography is going to be written, okay, subject story to be interesting or to have themes that apply to life today. Biographical stories can be inspiring, highlighting the achievements of a particular figure, pointing out ways the subject overcome hardship. Subject again here means the person about whom we are talking in our biography. Okay, giving the readers a sense of encouragement. Biographies can also serve as cautionary tales, warning readers on who not to become. Okay, so there are many purposes. Why do we write a biography? We can write a biography on such a person who has done a lot in his life, who has achieved many achievements and success in his life, and it can be written so that the readers can be motivated from the story of the subject's life. Okay. Now, how to write a biography? To write the story of a person's life, you need to know more than just the basic facts. A good biography deals into what is really interesting about a person's life, noteworthy achievements, moments of adversity, and major turning points. If you are interested in writing a biography, then following steps can get you started or can help you. It includes the basic information of a person's life and sometimes more than that. So basically, a biography is about the life of a person. It may include the basic information of a person also, and it may also sometimes include more than just basic information. It should include the person's important achievements and life events. While writing your biographies, you should focus on the achievements and life events of the person. While writing a biography, no extra information should be included based on one's imagination. Okay, so when you write biographies, everything should be written on the fact basis. Nothing should be written on your imagination. Okay. See, here is a specimen biography on Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was a renowned professional boxer and activist. He was born on 17th January 1942 in Louisville, Kentucky. His real name was Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. His training as an amateur boxer began when he was only 12 years old. He won his first gold medal at the 1960 Summer Olympics in Rome and became a professional boxer since then. He converted to Islam free and changed his name to Muhammad Ali. He believed that Cassius Clay was his slave name. He was an active member during the civil rights movement in America, where he worked for the rights of African Americans. Ali means Muhammad Ali generated a controversy when he refused to be listed in the US military. He was arrested and was stripped of his boxing titles for this. For nearly 4 years, he was out of the boxing ring. Muhammad Ali is regarded as one of the leading heavyweight boxers of the 20th century. He was also ranked as the greatest athlete of the 20th century by Sports Illustrated. Apart from boxing, Muhammad Ali or Ali was also made some music. He also made some music albums for which he was twice nominated for Grammy Award. He also acted in several films and a Broadway musical. He retired from boxing in 1981. When he was only 39 years old, after his retirement, he devoted his life to religion and charity. At a very early age in 1984, Ali was diagnosed with Parkinson's syndrome, which gradually forced Ali to make very few public appearances. He died at the age of 74 on 3rd June 2016 in Arizona. So, what is an autobiography? An autobiography is a non-fiction story of a person's life written by the subject themselves from their own point of view. So basically, an autobiography is a story of the person's life who writes it himself. Autobiographies are popular among the general reading public. An autobiography should include all the most important details of your life story. This does not mean it should contain every tiny sliver of minutiae. A self-aware autobiographer will take stock of certain moments in their own life that may be interesting to themselves but not to an audience of strangers. Here are some key elements to consider including in your autobiography. First, a description of your personal origin story. This can include your hometown, your family history, some key family members and loved ones, and touchstone moments in your education. Second, significant or important experiences. Add accounts of each personal experience that shaped your worldview and your approach to life in the present day. Okay, so in your autobiography, first of all, you can describe your origin. Okay, you can tell about your hometown, your family history, your family members. After that, share some personal experience due to which your point of view is formed or your approach in life is formed. Okay. After that, detailed recollection of episodes from your professional life. Often these are the turning points that your autobiography will be known for, the moments that would inspire someone to pick your book in the first place. Be sure to give them extra care and attention. means you have to tell those moments of your life which can be motivating, okay, which can be motivational for others. A personal story of failure, follow it up with a good story of how you responded to that failure. Then show that in your life, if you have failed somewhere, then tell about that incident and also explain that how you have overcome that period of time in your life. Okay, these are the important features of an autobiography. An autobiography should be written in the first person as you are writing it yourself. Okay, for yourself, so you have to use first person pronoun. Include the important information of one's life. While writing an autobiography, one has the freedom to express personal views. This is the difference between biography and autobiography. While writing biography, you can't use your own views. Okay, you have to be dependent only on facts. But in autobiography, you can express your personal views also. In autobiography, start with an interesting introduction and end with a proper conclusion. Okay. See, here is a specimen of a autobiography, that is autobiography of a blackboard. I am a blackboard. My life is rather interesting. I help people to accomplish their dreams. I am writing my autobiography to tell people about how useful I have been all these years. I was invented as a plain board on which one can portray their thoughts and tell something to people in a non-verbal manner. I was really a great invention. Rather than carving on stones and trees, writing on me was considerably easy. Early people used to draw illustrations upon me to communicate with each other. I was firstly used as a stone slate, which is honed to form a board kind of shape. As the times progressed, better modes of communication started being invented. The man soon discovered papers on which they could write and draw and portray their thoughts. My use became very less frequent. Paper was surely a better option in terms of portability and ease of writing. And then the humans transformed further and inventions like mobile phones came. At this time, I thought blackboards would surely be terminated. Now that mobile phones are here, but mobile phones were small and only aided in better portability. I came in different sizes and was able to adjust in the different figures and shapes. This became the reason for my usefulness. They started using me in schools. They installed me in every room in the schools. I was a very useful tool for the school. The teachers used to write upon me so that the whole class would see the lesson. The teachers used to write upon me with a chalk. The chalk was a notorious one and used to tickle me all the time. I loved how it used to caress me with its white texture. I loved the white color because I was black. Chalk was my very best friend. However, the duster was my enemy. It used to envy the friendship between me and the chalk. Whenever I and the chalk used to play, the duster would come and try to rub off my surface. I used to shy whenever students looked at me with all the attention. They constantly looked at me. I am writing this autobiography while that students are looking at me. But overall, I am happy with my life. So what I have done in this autobiography, I have thought as if I am a blackboard. And then I have written my autobiography. Okay. So your homework is you have to do given questions in fair notebook. Your first question is write an autobiography of a mobile phone. Okay, first of all, you have to think as if you are a mobile phone and then you have to write down your own autobiography. The second question is, based on the information given below, write a small biography of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who was a hero of Indian freedom struggle. Okay, so now you have to, second question is, you have to write down a biography of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose using these key points. Okay, these are the key points for your help. Now we shall discuss homework solution of voice, lecture number 3. See, exercise number 2, rewrite the following sentences in active voice. Okay, in this you have to convert passive to active. Sir John Moray was killed by a cannonball. Sir John Moray is subject in passive voice, it will become object. And object of passive voice will become subject. So a cannonball and by will not come. Okay, it will not be used. Was killed means V2. Okay, so V2 will be used. So the sentence will be a cannonball killed Sir John Moray. Okay, see the second sentence. He was buried by us darkly at dead of night. He, subject, it will become object. Us, object, it will become subject according to the changing rules of pronoun we. Was buried shows that we2 will be used, so we buried him darkly at dead of night. Third sentence is, not a drum was heard. Its passive active voice will be, nobody heard a drum. Fourth, America was discovered by Christopher Columbus. America will become object and object will become subject. So the sentence will be, Christopher Columbus discovered America. Now see the next sentence. He was treated ungratefully by his sailors. He is subject, it will become object and will change into him. By will not be used in active voice. His sailors, that is object, will become subject. And treated, was treated ungratefully will be treated. Okay, was treated means V2 will be used, so it will be his sailor treated him ungratefully. Sixth, the work must be done by you and your brother. You and your brother is object, it will become subject. You and your brother. The work is subject, it will become object. Must be done, that means must. Okay, modal verb will be used alone. So the sentence will be, you and your brother must do the work. Seventh one is, the match was won by the high school. The sentence will be, the high school won the match. Okay, the match that is at subject place will come at object place. The high school that is at object place will come at subject place. And was won shows V2 will be used. Now 8.1, the first railway was built by George Stephenson. Okay, so George Stephenson will become subject. The first railway will become object. By will not come. And was built shows that V2 will be used, that is built. So the sentence becomes, George Stephenson built the first railway. Ninth sentence is, he was swindled by his own brother. His own brother is object, it will become subject. He is subject, it will become object. Was swindled shows that V2 will be used. So the sentence becomes, his own brother swindled him. 10th one is, the king was welcomed by the people. The king is at subject place, it will come at object place. The people is object, it will become subject. By will not be used. And was welcome shows that V2, verb's second form, will be used. So the sentence becomes, the people welcomed the king. So that's all for today's video. I hope you liked the video. If you are liking our videos, then kindly subscribe our channel and like our videos.